Hi guys, welcome to FreeToBeFit Metabolic Trigger Response Workout. Well, here's the deal. If you already know, I've competed in 2011 OCB competition. I placed second in the fitness model division and 6th in bikini. Then I went on into MPC and I placed 10, so that's kind of halfway. I think I looked way better when I placed second, and I understand that because the second time around I didn't have as much, I would say, energy or motivation because I've been recouping my knee injury and it's been bothering me and it just wouldn't let me work. I've also been training for a very long time taking a lot of certifications, just didn't have the energy for it. So here I am in 2013. Back in November of 2012, I got an elbow tendonitis. I refused to acknowledge it for since March, to the point where my elbow gave out completely and I wasn't able even to put any weight, or when you're putting your clothes on, I wasn't even able to bend it. This is when I started the pilo-yoga 90-day challenge to help me get back on track. I would say that my nutrition hasn't been as clean as I'd hope it to be. Most of it is frustration based around that I was able to do X, Y, Z, and now I can't even do, I'm not even talking about half of the things I used to do. And I think the hardest thing is not just realizing you have to go and do it. I think a lot of times we start really strong. It's really working through the times when you're at your lowest, and I am at my lowest. Even though my elbow is getting better with my pilo-yoga challenge, so go ahead and subscribe if you would like. If you're trying to recover from an injury, or if you have a current flare-up, acute pain, it's a great low-impact workout. You still can get your sweat on if you put a good footer forward. So that was a start. At this point, I really want more. And this workout series specifically are designed to get you from where you're really at your lowest to your best. I still have to figure out my knee issue because I was actively refusing to admit it, that I can't do my favorite squats with obscene amount of weight and repetition, that I can't do my pull-ups. And the thing is, they've done tests and they said cardio endurance pretty much gone after a few weeks. You're at level 50, and the strength piece is out after 3 months. If you calculate, my elbow went out in November and we are in June, and it's gonna be July in a week. So I'm pretty much to square basic 1, maybe even 0, with my strength and everything else. And it's amazing how hard you work, and then it's just like, poof, it's all gone. And well, the basic, and so going back to the basics, this series I designed with using pilo-yoga to stretch, strengthen through body weight exercises, low impact. I will be adding on metabolic trigger response workout modified versions. For example, when going to the functional movement screening with the kettlebells, I realized that my calves are really tight. I have to have a stretch of, I have to be able to stretch, and I will be showing actually how to do this later on in one of the episodes. Pretty much I have to have the flexibility of 4 inches before I can go running, and I love running. Maybe not every day, but I really used to love my weekend runs where I can just go, and I'm a long distance runner, I'm not a sprinter. It's excruciatingly hard for me to do sprinting. My boyfriend, on the other hand, is completely opposite, and so it's a good tandem. I can keep him going longer while he can give me the energy to do the short sprints, because there are times when I'm competitive, both are, so it's a great combination. Well, so the squats will be modified. So if you're currently harboring and refusing to admit that your knee is hurting or your lower back is hurting in squats, my Mtrw will be perfect for you. It will give you a great wake-up call, but also the main thing is that if you hit the plateau and you can't go past, it will be a great way to really waking you up and saying, hey, no, you don't have enough flexibility in your ankles, or you don't have enough strength in your adductors or the quads. or your core is not connected. That's why when you go in the squat, your butt winks. It goes like whoop. When you go down, generally, okay, I'll go back into more detail. Anyway, so, and then there will be a one focus exercise on the muscle, because I am doing my goal is I would like to do another competition next spring. The reason is for not doing competition this fall is I'm not, when I competed the first time around, I did protein shakes, and I also did those drinks for the workout, and the thing is, after a while, my liver decided not to cooperate with me anymore. I did a little more research. A lot of it is a lot of chemicals. Even though proteins are extracted in its purest form, and there are some companies that are really good at what they do. It is pure protein. They don't put a lot of fillers. It's still a processed component, and my body doesn't want to take it. I haven't been taking any vitamins for the last 3 months, because I can't hold any of them in my stomach. I get nauseous, I tried, and it's just not working. So I cut out all supplements. I know a lot of you are at the point where you're using a lot of BCAAs to pull you through the workout. Yes, the workout energy will dip. But here's the good news. Chemicals that are created in concentrated forms are still, in most cases, based around the notion that there is a natural chemical that helps you attain it. So I will be, I love to cook, so I will be leveraging some of the Ayurvedic knowledge that I have, and some of the traditional Chinese medicine approach for the energy, for the food combining and combination. So I will be posting the diets to help me get there, so I can find the energy within me. That's why I'm giving myself more time, because I am not using any supplementation. Everything will be only whole food. I think that that means I will have to work harder. Yes, I know that for a fact, because I refused to take thermogenics before, and I have a huge appetite, so I had to do 45 minutes of Stairmaster the first time around, which gave me the bad knee to start with, because at level 16 every day for 5 days for 45 minutes your knees will give out. There is no option. And the last but not least, the workouts will be maximum an hour. The reason being, I want to make sure that we have a really good stretch. We have a cardiovascular strength endurance component. It means there will be a body weight exercises similar to burpees, maybe pull-ups, using TRX and everything else. Some of the, I am incorporating weights, but not as muscle specific. Then we'll go to the specific muscle, and that's the reason why I'm doing the reason for doing specific body muscle is that I know I have imbalance. Most of us do, and since I'm competing, I want to make sure that I am going there with full advantage. And I am not at the level where I can really go heavier or harder or more intense with the weight, and that's another reason for incorporating a muscle specific exercise. And then we're going to do a quick cool down, so because you can get into deeper stretches once your body is warmed up. So that will be the general outline. If you can pick and choose any part, you really don't have to do the full piece. What I will do is say I will put out a weekly program, and it will say you will do the stretch and strength with a pilo-yoga, you will do the cardio strength with an Mtrw and a focused muscle body part. So you can, if you're going into the gym, you can just take 1 or 2. You can use the pilo-yoga for your stretching, you can use the Mtrw for the main piece, and I will also try my best to do the beginner, intermediate, advanced. Is what might be a little bit harder for me right now, because I am just not there yet. It doesn't mean I cannot be there, or I might be able to do fewer reps, and I will do my best to show. I'll ask my boyfriend to show you the advanced pieces. And this is it. I hope, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can get the latest and the greatest. I'm also will be posting the exercise anatomy, breaking it down, because if you're like me, you want to know which angle your knees have to be, and what's the where do you have to engage this and that, and you need to length, and how far you should step, because that's just how my brain works. Otherwise I don't understand the anatomy of exercise. So we'll be posting that. And without further ado, let's go ahead and start today's Mtrw piece. I've already done the pilo-yoga piece, and let's keep on going.